Ladies and gentlemen, and hockey fans of all ages, the 2019 NHL entry draft has concluded. Every NHL team got a chance to go through draft picks and start selecting players that they plan for the future of their franchise. Not only that, just around the corner, NHL free agency is coming up. There's some great players on the market, in which team gonna pay them and give them the money for them to put on that jersey and come play with them. My name is Randy Dillon. Welcome back to another edition of Randy Talks Hockey. I'm going to discuss the draft, some key things I want to mention and talk about, also some other big trades that happened the second day, and talk about the upcoming free agency. In the first day of the draft, we saw Jack Hughes going number 1 to the New Jersey Devils, Kakko going number 2 to the Rangers. Kirby Dach was selected number 3 by the Hawks, allowing the Avalanche to select Bowen Byron from the Vancouver Giants as the number 4. Now, you look at the Avalanche, what a defensive core that team has now. You got the light of Cale Makar, Samuel Girard. You just add Bowen Byron there, the Avalanche might have a strong defense for a lot of great years to come. Now with Bowen Byron, it seems like Tyson Barrie has come expendable. He will be a free agent in 2020. So it'll be interesting what the Avs do with them. Right now, I hear they're looking to see if they can get a trade partner for them, but I don't think Joe Sakic is just going to hand Barrie over. He'll probably wait like the Duchene trade, or maybe he'll keep him as his own rental for this season to push the Avs farther in the playoffs than this year. At the number 6 picks by the Detroit Red Wings, that was probably the most surprising, as Moritz Schneider got selected, the German defenseman, while got the like of Dylan Cousin, Trevor Zegras was still available. Now, it's a little interesting that the Red Wing did take Schneider. You did get Broberg still available, and the Edmonton did pick him at number 8. Now, I would not discount Stevie Yzerman, what he's done. He did a great job in Tampa Bay. He drafted players like Nikita Kucherov, Tyler Johnson, Braden Point, Andre Vasilevsky. So, Red Wings fans, don't worry too much. I believe in Stevie Y. I know what he's doing here. Now, the Vancouver Canucks, my team, they picked Valeski Pedaskin as the number 10th draft, the Russian forward. I am kind of excited to see what happened. I didn't think he was going to be available. I thought the Red Wings were going to take him. I was fooled. Now, I think it's great. He'll be a great part of the Canucks' future. But not only that, he will be playing the first 2 years in the KHL, which I think is great. You look at a player like Evgeny Kuznetsov. He was drafted late in the first round by the Capitals in 2010, and he stayed a couple of years in the K. And look how good he is now. I know the first year and so he wasn't, but he is Konechkov, just a soaring eagle, just flying and destroying everything in his path. So we'll see what happens there. Now, a big fall in the draft was Cole Caulfield, who went to number 15. A lot of people thought the Sabres was going to take a 7, but with Dylan Cousins available, they did take him. Now, I think Cole Caulfield is going to help the Montreal Canadiens. He was, as Craig Button said from TSN, one of the probably pure goal scorers in this draft. I might be wrong. I do apologize, Mr. Button. But if you put him on the line with Duran or Domi, or even put him with Kotkaniemi, I think the Habs will have a strong offense up and down their lineup. Now, at the draft, there were a couple of trades. Not really at the first day. Only one of we saw the Philadelphia Flyers and the Phoenix Coyotes make a trade. They did. The Coyotes took the number 11. They had to send a second-round pick along their first round to get it. They did get the defenseman Victor Sundstrom. I think this is a great move by the Phoenix Coyote. They had another young defenseman to help the team. It did cost a lot. But I think the reason why we did not see much activity in the draft is because with the salary cap not set in 2020, in 2019-20, it was just set yesterday at $81.5 million. Some teams were putting that cap restraint, didn't know what to do. But we did have some trade. The Toronto Maple Leafs sent Patrick Marleau to the Hurricanes. They had to send him with a conditional first round pick. The Leafs are on a tight cap trunk. They need to move the money out to sign Mitch Marner. It'll be interesting now if they're going to send any other players out. The big splash was the New Jersey Devils. They got PK Subban. They traded 2 picks. They traded Steven Santini and Jamie Davies along that trade. Now this is a big move by the Devils. This will definitely help their defense. The defense did struggle this year. But I think for Nashville, they had to get them cap space. They have to sign Roman Josi, as he's gonna be a free agent next year, and they are in the move. Nashville does want to get Matt Duchene, but the question is, what do you do with Kyle Turris? Are you gonna have those 3 centers up and down your lineup? Are you gonna try to trade another player, maybe put Turris on the wing? Who knows? But Dave Poile got some work to do. In the last trade, the Vancouver Canucks traded conditional first, a 3rd round, and a goalie in Marek McKenna for JT Miller. Now, I think Miller's a great player. I think he'll help the Canucks, but I just think that's too much. You have the Tampa Bay Lightning are another team on the cap squeeze. You could have squeezed them for not that much, but hopefully it pays out for the Canucks. Now, with the salary cap set and free agency just around the corner, teams got to figure out what they're doing. You got teams in the cap restraint that have major RFA, like the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Calgary Flames. The Winnipeg Jets are not in don't have cap problems yet, but they have big RFA. The guys like the Kyle Connor and Patrick Laine. What are they going to do with these young players? Can they sign them? Are they going to be offer sheet? Who knows? But you look at other teams that are just really compressed against the cap, and they got some work to do. You look at the Vegas Golden Knights, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Edmonton Oilers, the Washington Capitals. All these teams, they need to sign some players and get them help. But with the cap being restrained, how are they going to sign players? And let's not forget the Tampa Bay Lightning. Braden Point's an RFA. Can they afford to keep him, or are they going to just send someone else? We know Ryan Callahan's going to be on long-term LTR for the rest of the year. But what about other players they need to sign to help this team? Anton Strawman is a free agent. Now, if we go to free agent frenzy, we got the likes of Artemi Panarin, Sergei Bobrovsky, Matt Duchene available. And then you got defensemen like Tyler Myers and Jake Gardiner up on the market. And then underneath, guys like Wayne Simmonds, Gustav Nyquist, Matt Zuccarello, Anton Strawman. Some great players out there that probably want to be paid. I know a lot of people are waiting to hear if Bobrovsky and Panarin, are they going to Florida? What about a guy like Tyler Myers? Is he going to stay in Winnipeg? Or is another team going to approach him? And then Matt Duchene, the rumor mill is happening. I know Nashville, I've talked about interested. Montreal might be interested in signing him. They haven't had a center in so long. Well, an elite center since Saku Koivu. That was over 10 years ago. Anyway, the free agency around the corner, you're going to hear so many rumors and trades. What's going to happen? You're going to hear, can they do this? Can they do that? They got to ship this guy out. Every team in the NHL, they have needs they need to do. What's going to happen there? Can they get the money to pay them? Who's going to get overpaid? From what I heard, a guy like Panarin, he might be getting $12 million. That's incredible. That's like $1.5 million less, possibly than Connor McDavid. He's at that level. Well, as the week gets on, you're going to hear a lot more rumors. As the window has opened, teams can talk to free agents, and it's now going to be a bidding war. Say, hey, I can pay you this much. I can pay you this much. That'll be kind of cool. Okay, you're going to offer me this much. What is the better offer? But we know all these players want to win a Stanley Cup. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen when July 1st comes around, which is about 8 days away. I am excited. This is a fun time for hockey fans, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to go where? Anyways, that's all I got for you today, everyone. I always remember, follow me on Twitter. I'll give you some updates at Randy Dillon. You can always check out my Instagram account. And always subscribe to Randy Talks Hockey, as we always have some interesting hockey facts going on. My name is Randy Dill, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Always remember to watch some hockey and let the free agency period is gonna begin shortly. Who's gonna be paid the money? Have a good one, everyone. Take care.